Hello, this is Dr. Mears. Today I'm going to be going over section 8.4 of your DCCs. I'm going to be doing page 346, numbers 1 through 9, then page 347-48, numbers 2 and 4, and then page 350, number 4. So let's go. So here we have students who are studying biology and chemistry. Students are studying both, students are studying neither. Here's the Venn diagram. We constructed this during class, and it just so happens that numbers 1 through 9 are on the same example. So we need to find how many students study bio only. So this is the biology circle here. Notice that 7 study biology and chemistry because this 7 is part of both circles. We just want biology only, so we're only looking at part of this circle, which is right here. So biology only is 6 students. Now we need exactly 1. So, well, exactly 1, these 6 students just study biology, and these 8 students here just study chemistry, so 6 plus 8 is 14. At least 1. So at least 1 means 1 or the other or both, because we can't have 2. So what we're going to do here is add 6 plus 7 plus 8. So we're going to add these little 3 sections and get 21. Study 1. Now study 1 can mean studying 1 or the other or both. So this is just a different way to ask the same exact question that we just answered. So again, you're going to add those little sections, 6 plus 7 plus 8, and get 21. Next one, do not study bio. So here is the biology circle, so we can't have any of the numbers that are in the biology circle. So we can't have those who just study chemistry and those that don't study anything. So we're going to do 8 plus 5, and we are going to get 13. Then we have do not study chemistry. So this is the chemistry circle again. These are both, and this is chemistry, so we cannot have 7 or 8. So we're going to be adding 6 plus 5, and we're going to be doing 11. Study chemistry, also study bio. That's what this question is asking. Study chemistry and also study bio. So they're asking for both here, so that's just going to be our 7. Study biology does not study chemistry. So studying bio is here, but does not study chemistry. So they're just asking just bio, so that's our 6. I wish they just said just bio, but what are you going to do? And the last one for this one, do not study both biology and chemistry. So it's both, not biology and chemistry. So they don't want this 7 here. They do not want both. They said do not study both. So what we're going to do is add the 6 and the 8. So 6 plus 8 is 14. And that has been the page 346, numbers 1 through 9. Next, what you have for DCCs is page 347, 348, 2 through 5, 347, 348. But this video, I'm just going to do numbers 2 and 4. So when I look at your DCCs, I'm going to expect you to do 3 and 5. So number 2, we have 20 students studying geography, 17 history, 10 both, and 1 neither. So before we go and answer the questions as to how many, we're going to fill in this Venn diagram. Remember our rule, we always start with the middle, so we always need both. So here's our 10, so 10 is both. Of these 10, 20 of these 10 who study both, they are in our 20 who study geography. So here's our geography circle. So in our geography circle are 10 who study both. So let's just find geography, and just geography is 10. So what we have to do is do 20 minus that both. Because when we add 10 and 10, now we get this whole circle of 20. 17 study history. So again, this is the history circle. Inside that history circle, we have 10 who study both. So we have to subtract out both again to get the people who just study history. Check, check. And we have 1 neither. That's on the outside. We're ready to answer the questions now. How many are in the class? So what we'll do is we're going to add up these little parts. 10 plus 10 plus 7 plus 1 equals 28. So 28 students are in the class. Do not study history. So here's the history circle. We don't want the numbers inside that circle. We want the 10 who just study geography, and we want the 1 that study neither, so we're at 11. Study geography but not history. So study geography but not history. Here's the geography circle, but 10 of them study history, so we can't have that. So we're just talking about just geography, so that's going to be 10. And the last one, geography or history, but not both. So geography, just geography is 10. Just history is 7. So that's going to be 17. So that's been number 2. On to number 4. Number 4, we're talking about math students in a class. We have 30 math students in the class. 20 study probability, 14 study set theory, 2 study neither. So where we start is always in the middle, so I'm looking for both, and I don't see both here. So we have our missing variable of both, so we don't know what they are. I need that because I know my probability circle. I know this whole circle adds up to 20, but I have that missing part where both. So we did go over this in class. I showed you the set theory way. Of course, there is the easier way where we can just add up the probability circle, 20, add up the set theory circle, 14, so probability, set theory, and add my neither, which is 2. I add that up and I get 36. Then I take my 36 and I subtract out my total. My total was 30. And so I have 6 left. And so that is the missing both is 6. And so that's really the easiest way to do it, I believe. There is that set theory way in which we utilize algebra, but this is absolutely fine. So 6 is both. Now that we know 6, let's complete the Venn diagram before we go on. So studying probability, this whole circle, there's 6. So we know that those 6 also study set theory, so there's 14 that just study probability. 14 study set theory, so minus 6. 14 minus 6 is going to be 8. 8 study set theory, and let's put our 2 for neither. Okay, let's go and answer our questions now. Exactly 1. So exactly 1 means just probability or just set theory. So we're going to do 14 plus 8, and we're going to get 22. And then the last one, set theory, but not probability. So here's our set theory circle, but inside we have both. We don't want both. So we're just going to do just set theory, which is going to be 8. So that's been number 2 and number 4. Let's go to our last one where we bring in 3 sets. This last one was kind of a little difficult to read because they were all rice dishes. There was just chicken, duck, and pork rice dishes. So when they talk about a rice dish, we're either doing chicken, duck, or pork. 160 customers, and here is all the people, what they ordered. So 57 ordered the chicken, and that's chicken rice, of course. 60 ordered the duck, 48 ordered the pork. So those are those big circles. So this chicken circle is going to have 57. So all these little parts in here are going to add to 57. Here's the duck circle. All these little parts are going to add to 60. Here's the pork circle. All these little parts are going to add to 48. Let's see what else they ordered. 30 chicken and duck, 25 duck and pork, 35 chicken and pork, and 20 all 3. So before we can go through and answer the questions, we have to complete the Venn diagram. As I said before, we always start in the middle. They gave us all 3. Awesome. So we have 20 in the middle, which is all 3. Now we're going to go and let's just go up and see if we can just check everything off. So we know 35 ordered chicken and pork. So let's go to chicken and pork. So over here, this right here, and I'm actually going to use a different color. This is the chicken and pork section. So we know of the chicken and pork section, 20 ordered all 3. So I can just deduct out that 20 and I have 15 left. So that's what I'm going to put right here. All right, the next one. So check on that. Okay. The next one is duck and pork. 25 ordered duck and pork. So let's go to duck and pork. So here is duck and pork. Here's this little section here. Duck and pork section. Well, I can't see that on the camera. Okay, so inside the duck and pork section, 20 ordered all 3. So I go up here, minus those who ordered all 3, and so we get 5 in this little section here. So 5 that didn't order all 3, but we know they ordered just duck and pork. So this is just duck and pork. This is just chicken and pork. Okay, now the last one, so let's check. 30 ordered chicken and duck. So let's go here. So this is the chicken and duck part. We know 20 ordered all 3, so let's deduct out that 20. And we're going to get 10 just ordered chicken and duck. So this is going to be our 10. now we're all set. We're all set to roll because now we can go through. We have all of these little parts. If we know what the whole entire circles are, we can just deduct out. So let's do chicken. Chicken we know, actually we'll just keep going back. Pork is next up here, so pork. So this pork circle right here, this is the pork, here's the pork circle. This whole circle adds up to 48. So we're going to come up here and we're going to deduct our 15, our 20, and our 5. So what I did is I deducted my 15, my 20, and my 5 from 48. So 48 minus 15 minus 20 minus 5 is going to be 8. So here, 8 ordered just pork. So I'm going to go down here, 8 ordered just pork. Okay, let's do duck, which is next. So duck, we're going to subtract out our 10, our 20, and our 5. So down here, this duck circle is 60. I'm going to deduct out my 10, my 20, and my 5, and I'm going to have 25 left over. So 25 ordered just duck. And last circle is my chicken. My chicken is this circle. I'm going to deduct out minus 15 minus 20 minus 10. So 57 minus 15 minus 20 minus 10, and that's going to give us 12. 12. And so now what I'm going to do is make sure 12 plus 15 plus 10 plus 20 plus 5 plus 25 plus 8 equals 95. Ooh, I'm missing some, so maybe they didn't order everything. So let's go through and answer the question. More than one. So our more than one are all these little pieces in here. So 15 plus 10 plus 20 plus 5, and that's going to be 50. So more than one is 50. What I did is I added the 15 plus the 20 plus the 5 plus the 10, and that's how I got my 50. Okay, not rice. So not rice dish. So what we have to do is actually add up all the ones, 12 plus 15 plus 20 plus 10 plus 5 plus 25 plus 8. And I actually got 95 here. And so 95 ordered something, but we had 160. So 160 customers minus 95. 160 minus 95 is going to be 65 people. So 65 people didn't order a rice dish, so they're out there. Okay, not chicken. So here's my chicken circle. So I can do this one of two ways, and announcements are going to go. Awesome. I'm just going to let you listen to Alex right now and finish this. 103. And duck and another one. So duck and another one is going to be 10 plus 20 plus 5.
Those are all the announcements.
Duck and another one. 10.
Have a wonderful afternoon.
Probably going to hear the bell too. This is going to be great. Okay, order duck and one other. So we have duck and one other. So we have duck, so we have 5. Oh no, duck and one other. 10, 5, and 20. I was right. There's your bell. So we have 35. Duck and one other. Oh, one other. I'm sorry. We have to take out this middle. My bad. I was rushing. Duck and one other is 10 and 5, which does give you 15. Sorry about that. Duck and one other. And that's it. Sorry about the announcements. Hope that helped.